Your muscles are shrinking right now, and if you're over 60, you might have no idea it's happening. This isn't a scare tactic, it's a medical fact. The health problem we're talking about today is called sarcopenia, which is the medical term for age-related muscle loss. This condition sneaks up on you, starting quietly after age 40, but once you hit 60, it accelerates fast. But here's the good news. There is a solution, and it's likely already in your kitchen. We're going to talk about one simple, everyday food that sends a powerful signal to your aging muscles, helping to slow, stop, and even partially reverse sarcopenia. This is a critically important topic because losing muscle isn't just about being weaker. It impacts your balance, how fast you can walk, your independence, and even your survival. Seniors with significant muscle loss face a much higher risk of falls, bone fractures, long hospital stays, and long-term disability. So, the solution we're discussing today isn't just helpful, it's essential. As you sit here watching this video, your muscles are shrinking. Not next year, not someday, but right now. Medical studies have shown that adults over 60 lose up to 1% of their total muscle mass every single year. And your strength declines even faster than that. By the time many seniors reach age 70, they've lost a staggering 30 to 40% of their muscle strength, often without even realizing what's happening. Sarcopenia doesn't cause pain. It doesn't send out a warning sign like a fever or a rash. It shows up in subtle ways. Your legs feel weaker, you move a little slower, it's harder to get up from a chair, and maybe you experience a sudden, unexpected fall. If you ignore these signs, the consequences can be serious. You could lose your independence. Your risk of falling triples. You might end up in the hospital, and in the worst cases, you could permanently lose your mobility. But please, don't feel discouraged. The most important thing you need to know is this: muscle loss after 60 is not inevitable. You can fight back. The information you're hearing today is grounded in decades of research in geriatric medicine and muscle metabolism. Doctors and researchers who have treated thousands of older adults for over 20 or 30 years now agree on one crucial point. Sarcopenia is largely driven by what you eat, not just by aging itself. In fact, large clinical studies show that seniors who correct one specific gap in their diet maintain up to 50 to 70% more muscle strength compared to those who don tea. This isn't fitness hype. It's preventive medicine. So let's look at what's happening inside your body. Your muscles are in a constant state of flux. They're always breaking down old tissue and rebuilding new tissue through a process called muscle protein synthesis. When you're young, this process works very efficiently and responds easily to the food you eat. But after age 60, 3 dangerous changes occur. First, your muscles become resistant to the signals that tell them to grow. It's like they have earplugs in and can't hear the instructions. Second, they stop responding as well to the protein you eat. And third, chronic low-grade inflammation, which is common in aging, actually speeds up the rate at which your muscles break down. What this all means is that you can eat what you think are normal meals and still be losing muscle. Your muscles aren't being lazy, they're starving for the right signal to get to work. This brings us to a major mistake many seniors make. They assume that eating enough food is all that matters, but calories do not protect your muscles. Research clearly shows that older adults need 30 to 40% more muscle-triggering nutrients than younger people do just to activate muscle repair. So, many seniors eat 3 meals a day and still get weaker because those meals lack the specific signal their muscles are desperately waiting for. Another common mistake is following low-protein diets. Whether it's for weight loss or other health concerns, cutting back on protein is a disaster for aging muscles. Low protein intake can accelerate sarcopenia by 2 to 3 times. Studies show that seniors who eat less than the recommended amount of protein lose muscle much faster, even if they stay active. You might see older adults walking every day, yet they still become weaker. That's because their muscles never get the raw materials they need to rebuild and repair themselves after that activity. A third mistake is avoiding certain foods out of fear. Fear of cholesterol, fear of digestion problems, or just following outdated medical advice from decades ago. Unfortunately, many of the foods that get cut out are the very ones that contain the nutrients needed to protect muscle tissue. When these foods are removed from the diet, muscle fibers begin to shrink, and fat silently replaces that precious muscle. So now let's talk about the solution. What is this simple, powerful food? The number one food shown in research to help reverse the signals of sarcopenia after 60 is whole eggs. Yes, the humble egg. Eggs are one of the richest natural sources of an amino acid called leucine. Leucine is the key that unlocks muscle repair in aging bodies. Think of it as the ignition switch for muscle protein synthesis. Without enough leucine, your muscles stay in an off state, but that's not all. Eggs also provide complete protein, meaning they contain all the essential amino acids your body needs. They're a good source of vitamin D, which is crucial for muscle function, and choline, which supports the communication between your nerves and your muscles. Clinical studies have shown that when seniors consume leucine-rich protein like that found in eggs, they can experience up to a 70% improvement in their muscle-building response. And research also shows that whole eggs work better than just eating egg whites alone, because many of the key nutrients are in the yolk. The best part, in as little as 4 to 6 weeks of making this change, measurable improvements in strength and muscle function can be seen. Here's how to use this information safely and effectively. The recommendation is simple. Aim to eat 2 whole eggs per day. The best time to eat them is at breakfast or after some light activity, like a walk. This helps your body use the nutrients for muscle repair. Cook them gently boiled, poached, or lightly scrambled is great. Of course, this has to be combined with some daily movement. You don't need to go to the gym. Even simple chair exercises can make a big difference. And whatever you do, don't skip protein in the morning. Morning protein sends the strongest muscle-preserving signal for the rest of the day. If you're over 60 and you want to stay strong, independent, and mobile for years to come, this channel is made for you. Please like this video so that more seniors can find this important information. Subscribe to our channel for more medically backed strategies focused on healthy aging, strength, and prevention. And please leave a comment below. Tell us your age or share if you've noticed changes in your strength or balance. You are not alone in this journey. Remember, losing muscle isn't just about lifting heavy things. It's about being able to stay on your own 2 feet. It's about living in your own home for longer. It's about avoiding walkers, hospital beds, and nursing facilities. You don't need extreme workouts or expensive supplements. You need the right information and one simple daily habit. Your muscles are still listening, even after 60, 70, or 80. You just have to feed them correctly, and they will respond. Subscribe now, because in our next video, we're going to expose the single worst food that is silently destroying senior muscle. You don't want to miss it. Your strength isn't gone forever. It's just waiting to be reactivated.